Hello. See you again with Car Expert YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get the newest update of car reviews. For 2017, Nissan made what it claims are the biggest changes to the GT-R since its introduction 9 years ago. Power is boosted from 545 to 565 horsepower, and torque gains 4 clicks to 467 pounds-to-foot, thanks to increased boost and an ignition timing system inherited from the previous Nismo version, but don't let its slightly tweaked numbers fool you. The torque spread is more linear and combines with refinements to the 6-speed dual-clutch transmission to deliver power more smoothly. A new titanium exhaust system helps dissipate heat more efficiently. But here's where the GT-R really matures: the cabin is a much quieter place. Nissan capitalized on the active noise cancelling, and then added insulation, an acoustic windshield, and various noise-deadening techniques. Ride and handling were enhanced thanks to a stiffer windshield frame and lighter raised wheels, which work with the revised shocks to enhance compliance. Flip the switchblade door handle and climb inside, and the new GT-R's leather-lined interior feels appreciably more premium than its predecessor. Between the cleaned-up center stack and the larger 8-inch multimedia touchscreen, the GT-R's controls are incrementally more sophisticated and balanced. Equally important are small touches like the reduced padding beneath the Nappa leather on the dashboard, which makes the GT-R feel less like a romper room-themed sanitarium and more like a mature Grand Touring car. Settle into the seats, which are slightly wider and cushier, and the impression deepens. But the most crucial changes are how disarmingly civilized the GT-R has become at speed. At highway velocities, the cabin is quiet enough to hold a conversation that would have previously been overcome by transmission whine, tire noise, and engine boom. Once I marveled over the reformed road manners, we exited downtown Dusseldorf, slowed to a stop, dropped to first, and mashed the pedal. The GT-R claws into earth and lurches forward with breathtaking speed, which initiates a stunning crescendo as the analog tach approaches the 3,000 revolutions per minute mark. There's a squirty yet progressive feeling to the proceedings when the turbos spool. The seat squishing begins. Acceleration is accompanied by more modulated sounds, thanks to electronic enhancements which smooth out the naturally occurring unevenness in frequencies. This time around, there's less exhaust and more induction whoosh, topped off with a subtle note of turbine whir. Mechanical grip on dry secondary roads is high, and the ride quality has improved considerably. Though there's a tight, buttoned-down connection to the road from the 255mm front tires, steering feel still lags behind benchmarks like the Porsche 911 Carrera, despite a hydraulic setup. Shift action from the 6-speed is reasonably quick, though this box isn't quite as nimble as the latest, greatest dual clutches on the market. Heavy rainfall and standing water are never good things at racetracks unless you enjoy the intersection of expensive hardware and Armco, but the GT-R held its own under those taxing conditions at Belgium's Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Feeder inputs gently, and the 2-ton GT-R behaves intuitively, covering slick ground with a predictable sense of purpose. Tipping the throttle a bit too generously though, and the GT-R's rear power bias and copious torque can send the back tires spinning in a controllable power slide. During those, let's call them yaw experiences, my GT-R was set to the most aggressive R mode for transmission and traction, stability control. Though I braked with plenty of advanced squeeze, the 6-piston Brembo monoblocks did manage to scrub off speed effectively when called upon. The old GT-R, though endearingly capable, was sufficiently rough around the edges that an asterisk of conditionality hovered over its otherwise awesome performance. It's taken nearly a decade, but Nissan's flagship has finally grown into a well-rounded road car that can be rightfully cross-shopped against stalwarts like the Audi R8, Chevrolet Corvette, and Porsche 911. While the Nissan GT-R's old image as a boorish brute may be difficult to shed, this latest round of improvements suggests that Godzilla can finally run with the big boys and expand its repertoire beyond melting faces and annihilating the quarter mile. Though its capabilities are accompanied by a fatter MSRP, the GT-R still packs a punch that far outweighs its sticker price.